You too. Anyway, what's up, folks? Give me a minute here. How are all of you doing today? Hope you're doing all right. But yeah, man, with me, right, I'm on a whole different journey with God. I don't expect you regular folks to understand it. You could never walk in my shoes, and that's just reality, right? But like I said, I'm independent in business, man. I know how to do business. I know how to conduct business. I'm very professional. I know exactly what I'm doing in every aspect of this game. Like I said, folks need to mind their own business. You don't have a choice. Worry about you. You understand? When it comes to my business, it ain't none of your concern ever. I don't care who you are. You understand? So, like I said, at the end of the day, be independent, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, quit working for these companies, bro. Be independent, man. You got people, I'm seeing reels of people on Facebook, again, trying to take my ideas and concepts. We getting people to break free from the matrix for real over here. I start hearing the words I'm teaching coming out of random people's mouths. And this is what they said would happen. They already told me, God already told me there would be a lot of copycats. There's going to be a lot of people trying to imitate what I'm on. Can't nobody do me better than me. Can't nobody do me at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only me. So it's crazy, man. Like, it really is crazy. It really is crazy and surreal that folks have no shame whatsoever. You know what I mean? And that they don't understand the simple concept that, like, I built all this from everything I went through, man. I alchemized. Like I said, I mean, it's just crazy. I got my own homeboy sitting there telling me, talk about people took negatives and turned them into positives. Who, where, when? I mean, did Mark, you know what, the guy that owns the Dallas Mavericks, you claim, did he do that? Because he doesn't own anything. He's broke. He's a Freemason. This is why I have to correct y'all and tell y'all, like, y'all be really talking complete straight up nonsense, bro. There's not one person in this world right now that rich outside of me. I'm the only one who owns billions in equity. The rest of these people, they don't own nothing. Freemasons occupy, brother. They don't own. I'm teaching you the reality of the game. Y'all want to keep giving people credit that ain't there and doesn't exist. We got a backwards world, man, but yet I get paid every day to be an independent boss. I make real money. That would make me a made man. What all you wanted to be and ain't. What are you talking about? If you ain't independent and you didn't build anything by yourself, how would you be considered anything? Like, anything at all? I mean, much less a man. I mean, a man has to create his own kingdom. That's what I'm building, the kingdom of God. You understand? What I'm doing is uprising. What I'm doing is rising from the ashes. I mean, I'm the phoenix that rose from the ashes. I'm the rose that grew from concrete, for real, the actual real thing. And like I said, at first, remember all these things that people were saying about me out here and everywhere else? Y'all think I ain't heard the way that y'all try to talk? I remember I went somewhere down there in Brownsville. One lady was talking about, yeah, I know who he is. I know that's the same thing that fake pro bono lawyer said. And he lost. Everybody loses. Like, you can't just be saying crazy stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Not to me. You know what I mean? Real talk with me, you got to watch what you say. Like, real talk, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because we ain't putting up with nothing. So, like I said, what do you mean you know me? You don't know anything about me. How much money I made last year? Tell me that. How much money I made millions of dollars every year consecutively. If you knew me, I mean, you would have had a little bit more to say, right? I know who he is. You don't know anything about me. None of y'all folks, especially down here, man. Real talk. That stuff is crazy, man. That's the whole thing. I ain't from here. How are people going to claim they know me, but I ain't from here? What? They want to have their cake and eat it too. One minute it's, oh, I'm not here. Then the next minute is I am. Then it's, oh, you know me. Then it's, oh, I don't. Like, it is just crazy, man, how convenient y'all are, man. Like, nah, that's just the valley for you. Ooh, it's a dragonfly. That must be a sign from God. Oh, they're everywhere. I really don't be seeing them that often. That's weird. Or I don't pay attention. Huh. There's a bunch of them today. They're beautiful little creatures. Yeah, here he comes. I don't know. I guess maybe they are out here every day, but I don't be noticing. That's weird. Like I said, man, everything is consciousness, man. I don't got time for people and your jaded perception of how you see things that doesn't exist. I'm like James Bond, man. I've been this my entire life, man. I already helped y'all build all your companies, man. You should be grateful. You should be thanking me, and you should be paying me back. That's part of what God told me was coming, like a refund or something, like some kind of, I don't know. Like, what happened with this stock settlement lawsuit, bro? It's had to have been well over a year or a year and a half or more. I mean, where's my money, bro? They were sitting there talking about, yes, and this, these dates, blah, 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 this, and blah, 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 that. Bro, the dates that you asked for, like I said, that's not legal for you to dictate which dates. It's for 70,000 shares, like I told you again. I'm not backing down on anything I'm saying, and I don't back down to anyone. This is what you'll find out about me and why I win, especially against your corporate structure, because you're all the same. If you push the issue with a narcissist, they going back down. You're going to pay me for all 70,000 shares. It's that simple. You understand? And if not, okay, I'm going to try to find a way to take that to court. Everything that I don't like at all slightly, I'm taking to court because it don't make no sense. You can't dictate which dates for what you pay me. I worked all them years. I want every dime I work for paid back to me. Period. All right, that's number one. Number two, even with the dates that you're using, that you claim you're using, you don't want to say reality that on the sheets of paper that I provided you, you received and provided all documentation correct, and you let me know last minute because, well, you didn't want me to find out because you didn't want me to get a settlement out of that, of anything, right? Even with the dates that you're acting like those are the only dates that apply or whatever, that I'll get paid for the shares that I held, even within those dates, I think it's up to like 30,000. You was talking about, y'all threw out a figure of 15 cents per share. I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is. It should be a lot more than that, right? But 15 cents for 30,000 shares is still like 4 or 5 G's, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's enough money to at least get me on my feet again and get me going. Where's my money? Y'all said, like, it takes like about a year. It's been way more than a year, bro. Like, real talk. Talking about, we'll contact you when there's a determination and blah, blah, blah. Where's the determination at? How long does it take? So that's the thing. They keep acting like they in charge. Y'all are just the middleman. It's just like with these other things, with these websites, with all that. You're just a middleman. You don't own my website. I own my website. See, you didn't work all these years and pump all this money into a stock. Those aren't your shares. They're my shares. How dare you try to dictate what I'm going to get paid for? You didn't put in the work I did. Who are you talking to? You're just clerks who work in lobbies of places, right? You're just regular old wage slaves. Ain't nothing special about you. What do you mean? See, this is the thing. You have to challenge corporate America. And these people aren't even corporate America. They're just people that work for corporate America. You serve corporate America's interest, which is a satanic system. It's the devil. You serve the devil's interest. I mean, it's like when they cut me that check for over 60 grand. They tried to say that was the last disbursement of the trust. They cut me a check for 60 grand. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was fake. So I was sitting there concerned. Like, what are they talking about? Homeboy in the lobby or whatever, where they're distributing the check or whatever, I guess from the office or whatever. I don't know if it was attorneys or whatever. You know, you could tell they was in on it with Carly Fiorina, right? Allegedly, but we all know what she's been doing my entire life. And she's just been trying to stop me from anything and playing with my money, right? And she was the CEO of Hewlett Packard and ran for president and got caught in a scam because she's, you know, a failure and all she does is lie. And she got exposed and she lost the election. So I'm the nephew of someone who ran for president, was an actual presidential candidate of this country. But folks down here say they know who I am. Okay. And I've received no money from her at any point, never asked. She doesn't have money. The money that she'll get will be Mason money. That's not her money. She can get money from the system, yes, but they live lavish lifestyles, but they don't own anything. Would you want to live a lavish lifestyle but not own anything? They own no homes, no real estate, no cars. She drove a bucket van down here. Talk to me about you're rich. These CEOs of companies are not rich. That's another lie. They tell you, oh, all the money goes to the CEO and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. That's a lie, too. Y'all don't get paid right either. You might get paid more than employees. Yeah, probably by quite a bit, but you still ain't making enough to really make a real living. No, you ain't. And it's too much that you're going through and dealing with. She was always miserable. Talk about, you know, strung too tight. She was high strung as hell. She was not in a good mood at any time. You know, that job was not a happy job. It wasn't fun, you know, and that's just the type of person she is. She happy. Why do you think she's all worried about me, right? Well, you were doing what you were doing. What was I doing? Going out in the world and living my life, looking for Christina, who I love more than anything, That's what I told you. I told you straight up at that time. Like, I'm looking for who's meant for me. I wasn't even worried about money. You was concerned about the money. I didn't even care about the money. Still don't to this day. I just want enough to survive, man. I would like to get enough, like, at least give me my 4 or 5 G's. Give me something. That's crazy. You should be paying more than maybe 15 cents per share. So yeah, they cut a check of $60K and said that was the last disbursement. Then the homeboy tries to get smart and say some slick stuff, talking about one of the, I don't know if he was like, as I said, if it was like an attorney's office. It was whoever distributed the check, I guess, or something, because I had to call them and verify that it was real or what the hell was going on. Oh, hell no. Off. Hell no. It's an insect. So, hold on. Just trying to drink my drink. It's good stuff. So, yeah, that last check was 60K, 60 grand. That ain't nothing to me. That's peanuts. That's nothing. Okay? That's acorns. All right? So, like I said, people want to talk about they know me. Okay, do you know that I'm $1 million dude? Do you know that I'm the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed? I had a bank account with over $300,000 in it, homeboy. I owned 14 cars at one point. I owned a 50-acre property. I sold it for $100K. It ain't nothing. I was in Vegas with over 60 grand. In San Antonio with over 60 grand. Every month I made over 10 bands. Y'all see me with 7 grand all the time, over and over, different amounts of 7 grand. Y'all see me cash oil checks for years, some of them over $1,000. Y'all see me sell mineral rights oil royalties for what? 10K, 10 bands. I was spending 10 bands a month most of my life. Like I said, what are they talking about? Every year I made and spent millions every single year. Straight up, real talk. All independent capital. All independent capital. This is what they do, bro. Y'all don't want to point the finger at Trump, but Trump don't even do anything he's supposed to do, but you want to talk about other people and then you want to project their issues onto us. Hell no. Oh, it's crazy, son. Paid over $8,500 in land taxes. I paid bills for years. I probably spent millions on chiropractors, right? Because of what these folks did. One of the things they did a whole lot. Can't be serious, homie. It's just funny as hell, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like it, like real talk, bro. Ain't never been a time that I ain't made mad bread and made mad money. Never. There ain't never been a time that I've struggled. And there ain't never been a time that I ain't been rich. This entire time, this 2-3 year period being Batman, have I struggled? Not really. I don't know where y'all get that from. Not really. Seriously. I mean, like I said, it took me a while to figure out how to hand wash clothes. That was about it. That was the only issue I had. Other than that, I mean, what it is, I mean, what are you talking about? And that has nothing to do with me. Other than that, I mean, struggled. Like, that's crazy. Like, real talk. Hold on. Here's my mute button. Yeah, that's crazy. I went to college in North Carolina in Charlotte for a little bit, spending 10 bands a month. I had plenty of money, right? Not enough for what I was doing. I was recording rap albums and promoting. I had a cap on, like a beanie cap that I made customized that said I Plead the Fifth, which was my rap name at that time, which makes sense to me. They want to act like it was something funny at one point. I don't care. And that's why John had thought up the name or whatever. I don't care about that. I thought I Plead the Fifth fit me perfectly because it means I ain't doing no talking. You understand? And then he was trying to take my raps and make them like some kind of comedy type thing and sit there and laugh about it, like for whatever his little desperation was. And I just don't have time. He was a grown man. I was like 16, 17, 18 at the time, going to college. And then, you know, and I just got out of jail in Atlanta. I got arrested in Bankhead on the most notorious drug street in all of Atlanta. Saw all the corrupt cops there, saw all the other ones duck into the abandoned buildings. Stood up to them outside in the freezing cold right there in Atlanta, right in Bankhead. They couldn't do nothing with me. gave me like 8 days for an improper left turn that I did not commit. Stood up to the judge, told them what was up, told them reality, told them, you're in here for a crime. I said, a crime that I did not commit. That's a fact. Atlanta's so corrupt they can't even see straight. Boy, stop it. Then they tried to keep me from leaving and said I'm supposed to park my car at a gas station, like anybody's going to do that, and just wait there and I can't drive. You picked me out of a lineup of about 6 to 8 cars. How did you do that if you're not targeting me? If you're not literally like tracking me? That's number one. Number two, I just figured out in high school there was a kid named Nick Moffitt. There was a guy named Nick Moffitt. He was a wrestler I went to high school with. I just realized he set me up when we were in high school, because that's why he kept asking me for my truck keys. I think I eventually gave it to him. I got into his car or something. He wanted to switch vehicles for some odd reason, and he was adamant about it. And I'm not thinking, because it's after a basketball game or something we doing, and I made the mistake giving him my keys or whatever, because he's just so persistent. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I mean, we'll just whatever, I guess, if it's that serious. And then all of a sudden I get pulled over for not having the lights on or whatever, because I can't figure out how to turn the lights on, and I'm just down the street. That's it, because it's a car that's not mine or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. It was something like that, unless it was in my vehicle, but something where I couldn't get the lights on, right? It wasn't nothing that was my fault. It was all because of him. And yeah, they detained me for a day, whatever, out there in Florida, whatever. And it doesn't result in nothing. But I'm just saying, how was the cop right there at that time? Right, because it was a setup. He took a bribe. He worked with corrupt cops over there in Tarpon Springs. You know they corrupt. Ask how they treat the homeless, because I saw it firsthand. And they didn't play the games with me they did with the other ones. The actual, like, the other, like the homeless individuals, they would play games with them, like a lot. Like they were locking them up. They were doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And I was seeing it firsthand, but they were scared of me. They wouldn't do it with me for some odd reason, right? Everybody fears the bat. For some reason, they never did nothing with me. They tried that one time. I woke up in the middle of the night. I just needed to use the restroom. I got my do-rag on. I got a hoodie on, right? Looking like shady, right? And I go to the CVS to use the restroom. Homeboy talking about put your hands up and all that nonsense. And, you know, he's already, you know, doing his thing, ready to go and whatever. And I'm not even scared. And I'm like, what? And he's like, take your hands out your pockets. I took them out, put them right back in my pockets again. You know, take your hands out your pockets, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like it's that serious. I'm sitting here and then I got to talk to him at the end of it or whatever. I didn't back down. They couldn't do nothing. I told them, bro, I'm literally just going to use the restroom, man. Oh, we thought you were going to blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure you did. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Everywhere I go, I've been targeted, man. It's clear that I'm on some kind of list, and I think it has to do with Carly Fiorina putting me on one, right? And it is what it is. Just like y'all lied on my record. Remember they lied on my record? They said that I was this and that I was aggressive or something. I was never aggressive. If anything, it was you and the corrupt officers that were officials. What are you talking about? Every time. You mean me standing up for myself? That's what you're supposed to do, dude. No, I've never been like that. Actually, I never did that. So it's a bold-faced lie. And why do they put that on your record? Because they want to create future situations. Then what did they have the red triangles do? Same thing every day, trying to create these same situations to have me in, right? That's completely illegal and impossible for you to do. Without, what are you talking about? That's a guaranteed prison sentence, bro. So, like I said, they can't move me. They can't do nothing with me. And it's just reality. And like I said, in the process of all this nonsense, because y'all wanted to target me, y'all have won the lottery. You done created a monster. You created a real Batman that doesn't care and has no limits. And now you created me I'm an emperor in the spiritual realm. I'm building the kingdom of God. I'm the king of all kings. I'm the son of God, the son of man. You understand? And it just goes to show all of you, I'm not of this world. I'm not of your world. I don't care what you do. Why don't you get the point already? I'll say whatever I want and tell you reality. Real talk. I'll tell you exactly how God feel and what God going to do. It's common sense, man. Like I said, God ain't going to play about his son. What do you mean? That's what all you did. All y'all did something wrong. I did everything right. What do you mean? Did everything right every time, did everything right in jail. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? That's how I got out. See, that's the thing too about jail. Y'all act like you're tough. I mean, you can't act tough in jail. There's no point in it. The point is to do your time and get the hell out of there and get away from the riffraff that ain't gonna be successful and ain't gonna make nothing of themselves. That's the real talk. That's what a real thug and gangster gonna tell you. I stood up to everybody. I stood up to the biggest people right there. Right there in Carrizales in the 65-man pod. I called out and screamed on and whatever and stood up to all the biggest dudes in there, and they all backed down. I stood up to whole groups talking about what they gonna do by myself. They didn't do nothing. What do you mean? All I had to do was talk. I'm in there for nonsense. Why would I waste my time? You know what I mean? Why am I going to catch more charges, which is what they want? Why would I do that? Why would I let the enemy win? So that's the thing. Y'all want to misconstrue what's tough and what's not. I don't give in to peer pressure. I can't be manipulated and controlled. That's weak. You want to know what's weak? Allowing yourself to be manipulated. Allowing people to tell you what to do. That's the only thing that's weak. That's what all these gang members do every day. That's why you got all them lame tats on you. You real talk. Oh, yo, it's funny as hell, right? Because you're scared, because you're scared, because you're being manipulated. Whatever gang you with, it's manipulating you in the first place. Common sense. You would know that if you was a real one. That's why I think it's funny when folks be talking. They was doing that in there. Dude was talking all tough, all crazy. The same one that told all these stories about how tough he was. When I flipped, right, and just went ballistic and let them all know what it really is and who they talking to, man, he was shook, bro. He looked terrified. And then I just left. I went to Alpha, like I said, because they had to put me in Alpha because I'm an Alpha with all the high-profile cases, and mine was a very small, nonsense, minute, nothing, just me standing up to the system and all these corrupt people. These people worked with all corrupt officials. I just stood up to them. Even the judge was like, because he probably already knows. They called out my name in court. The judge, when I stood up, the judge went, like, literally, not joking. Like, come on, bro, you can't make this stuff up, man. This is real. All right. Make sure you can hear me because that other live stream, I didn't tap it right, and it was still on mute. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get started here in a minute since this person leaves. But yeah, bro, I mean, people just got the game misconstrued, man. Y'all got the whole game confused, bro. I don't even know what y'all talking about. That's why you see I won, right? You see I won, right? Like I said, I come out here. This is where I make a lot of my money at. I teach digital fitness. I'm the real deal. I run a business. I'm just a grown man that go and run his business. I'm going to do everything right and follow the rules as much as I can. But at the same time, when it comes to speaking, I'm going to say whatever I want. I'm going to tell everybody what time it is for real now and who you talking to. It's that simple. I'm not going to sit here and use qualms and pretend and phrases and allude to things. No, I'm going to tell you who it is. I'm the mob. Y'all already know what I do. You know what I've done my whole life. Like, I serve one function, and that's what I do. It ain't nothing out of character and out of the picture for gangsters to talk about gangster stuff. So I don't know what you're talking about. So that's the thing. I'm just done acting with y'all. Y'all want to play with gangsters? Okay, cool. You're talking to a gangster. You're not talking to a civilian. So what do you mean? This is what we've been doing forever. This is what Sneeds do. So like I said, this is Sneed land. Like Christina said, Sneed. Right? And it is what it is. I'm taking my country back. I know I already made my father super proud of me. I know my dad proud as hell. I know he watching me. Real talk. I know that for a fact. God told me. Say he's your biggest fan. You know what I mean? Which makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Especially down here standing up to these people. Hell, he felt the same way. He couldn't stand y'all. Who can? That's the question. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like I said, I just try to keep pushing. Still going through a lot. It's all out of my control. I do the best that I can. I mean, you know, like I said, I look at that Cash App, PayPal, Venmo every day. There ain't no support, man. These folks, they didn't want to see me win, bro. And I continue to win. You know, they breadcrumb, they don't support. Breadcrumbing is different than support, man. Breadcrumbing is like, that's my point. And it doesn't do anything for me. Like, that doesn't make any statement to me, man. Like, any little bit of money helps me. So, I mean, either way, you're helping me, whether it's direct or indirect, or you want to or not. You know, I don't ever feel anyway, like the dude who sent me 5 cents, that doesn't make me feel anything. Like, thank you for the 5 cents. That's how I feel. That's it. It's just like all these people, you know, that's my whole point. I mean, all you're showing is, you know, how you feel, that you jelly, you know. I mean, I have a lot for you to be jelly of, bro. You know what I mean? But that's why people can't act like I'm out of character for talking how I'm talking and standing up finally, no matter what. I don't care about none of that, bro. It says it in the reading straight up. It says you're standing up no matter what the repercussions, of course, because you have to. You don't have a choice. Nah, bro, y'all got people playing on my phone every day, man. Like I said, y'all got people playing on my channel. This is my business. I can't even open a chat. They coming and doing super illegal stuff. When I open a chat, that's real, what they're doing. And ain't none of these folks ever done their job or done nothing about it. There's nothing you can tell me. That's what y'all did the first time. You let all these people do what they did. And then you didn't do anything about it, right? And then I had to do your job for you and stand up for myself. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, I'm something else other than what I am. That don't even make sense. And it didn't work. People don't believe you. You need more people. No, I'm a good dude, man, but I'm like DMX, you know, I'll let you get away with everything. And then, like, when I do stand up for myself, though, it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, you feel me? Because I have every right, because I'm in the right. I was in the right about everything I did in my past. So what's up now? Like I said, man, I did it all with a smile on my face. Sounds like a gangster to me. Took everyone on head on and won, right? Sat and smiled and laughed and worked out. That's a gangster. Like I said, it is what it is, man. We already let people know what time it is and what it is. Feel me? This one right here looked like she need to work out. For real. Real talk. All y'all could be paying for these classes down here, man. Y'all don't want to be fair about nothing. Like I said, it's all one-sided, but you wanna say something about me? Keep my name out your mouth. All y'all. And I'll talk right in front of all y'all every day. Nobody gonna do nothing about it. So like I said, I run my classes here. That's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to do this and make my money. Like I said, I mean, you got a whole valley right now. Y'all need to work out, like, for real, bro. I mean, look at your statistics, bro. Y'all need to work out and train. This park is in the middle of, like, the whole valley, and you going to tell me that none of y'all can come over here and train? That's crazy, bro. Then why do y'all complain about the things you go through? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, bro. You got to get up and you got to want it, bro. I mean, you got to want better health. You got to want, I mean, all this stuff contributes, man. Exercise is a big deal, bro. It's really the main component, to be honest. It's really the main thing. Everything else is secondary. So, I mean, you want to learn what matters. You want to come out here and you know, learn something. Do a real thing. You want to learn, you know, martial arts, self-defense. I've heard so many people on the internet say they know 52 blocks, but I ain't had none of you challenge or come see me yet. I told 52 blocks info. I challenged him. I challenged my Mr. 52. They didn't want it. 52 blocks info committed to y'all. So I mean, I don't get it. And it don't matter whether 52 blocks info wanted or not, because I'm gonna be in New York. That's the whole point. Is people can't duck me, and I think that he knows that. I think he knows that at some point we're gonna be having this conversation face to face. No matter what, it ain't up to none of y'all. See, that's the thing. I get to talk to people face to face. And, like, I ain't really mad. I think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'd probably just, like, tell them what's up and whatever and keep it shaking. I really don't care, man. Like, I'm not in my feelings about none of this stuff. Like, I just think it's funny, man. You know, like, I'm just saying that you don't know Wing Chun and you don't know 52 blocks. And he started talking that delusional stuff, so I just blocked his account. I ain't trying to hear that. That's what these folks say. They say if you don't listen to their delusion, oh, you're not tough. What? What is that? How does that make sense? What are you talking about? That's what every time these folks talk, I'm like, what are you talking about? You all right? Are you good? like these people online, man, they I don't know what they talking about. Like, real talk. I don't know. Like, this is reality, brother. It just works one way. You feel me? Like I said, God got me clearly, right? You still see me out here free. Still see me doing my thing. People know where I come every day, right? Once in a while, they send whoever they little spies to watch, and that's about it. For what? I don't know. I don't know what the purpose. It ain't no different, man. I don't even change my workout routine that much. And like I said, I broken set 26 world records in a matter of months, right? I'm the real deal. All them folks in the church group are seeing it. They got the channel, so they know I'm successful. They know what I've done. I mean, like I said, I told you I was the chosen one. Told you I got the power of God in me for real. Told you I got the Holy Spirit within me. But y'all want to talk about, oh, this person's that. Remember what you was saying about that dude? Remember, Raul, what you was saying about that dude that was just yelling and talking crazy on the podium and made no coherent sense? And then I ended up working with him and found out he's soft and he makes up fake stories and lies. Yeah, y'all support other demons. You support other liars. You don't support the truth. Like, that's what's crazy. Then Raul tried to act like he was proud or something. You're ready. Ready to what? Ready to go work with you for free? For real. Imagine you're ready. All your training, you're ready now, Batman, to go work with us for free. I mean, come on, bro. Like, I'm just saying, I mean, like, that's all cute and all, but, like, come on, dog. It's unbelievable, man. Like, if you're going to have me work for free, at least have it be a relaxed, cool, calm atmosphere. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know, at least don't be playing them games like y'all did in the kitchen over there in Kentucky. Because I ain't never going to let you forget it. Real talk. Oh, and if I can file a lawsuit, too, on that racetrack, I'm going to. Just so you know. You can tell them, get ready for that, too. Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. When you got people working in there for free, and you taking advantage, and you're literally doing that, and just like you left me in Kentucky, and you're doing that to people, and these articles are coming out. I think that's why they got scared. Why all they phone lines, none of them work now. None of them. I think they realized, yeah, he's talking too much, and he figured us out. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. I think they scared. I think they either that or they already got shut down. I don't know, but you know, and like I said, that's not really my intent. Like, I don't want that for them. I really, truly don't, man. Like, I hope they all right. I hope they good. But at the same time, you know, it's just like what you're doing is not right, you know, and the way that you're going about doing it is not, it's just not right. It's not right at all. You know, you got to have a heart, man. You got to make sense, you know, and like I said, it shouldn't be that big of a deal if you pick someone up to drive them back. I mean, it just shouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, if you're struggling that much, you've got no business running a ministry home. Do you not agree? Like, that's the thing. If you're a business, you got to be professional and cover your business expenses, just like you told me in Kentucky. Well, we're covering ourselves. I mean, there's no ourself, Miguel, because you just take orders from Raul and you don't work for anyone. What do you mean? It's not a business to begin with. I mean, there's no covering you because you. What are you talking about? Cover what? You're not a business. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you say covering yourself. I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong because I let them know who they talking to. Can you imagine? This is how crazy these folks are. I'm doing something wrong, but I told them who they was talking to, and then I went and proved it in front of you that I'm a businessman and I'm the mob and I'm a gangster. And I told them folks straight up in their kitchen, you need to watch how you talk to me. I ain't the one and I'm not these other folks. I'm doing you a favor right now. Okay? And I got the power to have your whole organization shut down, and that's what I plan to do. Real talk. Come on, dog. Y'all talk about it, that racetrack, you buying horses, they getting horses, selling horses for $60 million, and you got people working for free in there who homeless? What's the point of that? That's illegal as hell. Don't ever sit here and tell me that ain't illegal. That's illegal as hell, dog. Real talk. This is how they run these organizations and these businesses and this corporate structure in this country. Why is that? Because they're Masons. That's who does that. See my point? Masons. Only Masons do that. Only Masons live in homes they occupy and don't own, drive cars they occupy and don't own, and only Masons take advantage and have to use other people to do their dirty work and do what they got to do, and then talk about we're making all that money. If you sell a horse, right, for let's say You sell a horse for I don't think it's 60 million. I think it's like 6 million. But that's a lot of money, right? You sell a horse for 6 million. It's a lot of money to y'all because y'all can't think. It's not a lot of money to me. It's really not. You sell a horse for 6 million, right? That 6 million goes into the company. It doesn't go in your hands. It doesn't go to the employees. It doesn't go to any of these people. That's why the employees are miserable being used, working for regular little wages. That's why I call them what they are, right? Wage slaves. You're not free. You don't get any of that money. It doesn't do you any good. You don't get a commission even. And a commission means nothing. It still means you're being used and manipulated. See my point? That money just goes back into the company. Okay? And then it goes right back to where they're, watering down everything and they're feeding the horses hopefully and doing what they're supposed to do. But that's it. The satanic corporate system doesn't do anything but fund its own interest. It has no soul. It doesn't care about humanity. It doesn't care about us. It wasn't designed to do that. You understand? So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're acting like it's a big deal and you're saying, oh, yeah, these folks have money here and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you right now, anybody who ever walked into that racetrack in Kentucky, I've made and spent more money than you will ever dream of. So, no, them folks don't have money. And that's the whole point. And guess what? I went there for free and got a free ride for everything and ate free food and everything for free. Who's smart and who won? Boy, stop it. Y'all funny as hell. Then I exposed you. Just like I exposed that church group. And that's a fact. So like I said, folks talk, everybody talks. Everybody talks. Everybody talks. Everybody talks. But the question is, do you talk facts? Is what you're talking about really representative of anything that actually exists or is real, right, on this planet? And the truth is, no. For a lot of them, it's just not. For a lot of them, it's just not the truth. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. It's just funny to me. It's funny to me when people sit there and they pretend that there's something they're not. I mean, it just is what it is. You either is or you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't. Right? Hell, look at Nelly. Nelly wanted to go independent. Nelly said he wasn't making no money with his record label. That's every artist, every musician. You know what I mean? All these folks out here, they have an opinion. I mean, you're from the Valley, dude. That's all you got to say. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, straight up, the Valley is a minuscule place on the planet. Most people don't even know Brownsville exists. No offense, but that's reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't got time to coddle and pretend and play games. Like, I come from all over the nation, homie. Like, I do my thing wherever, whenever, whatever. That's why I'm trying to work on myself so I can get ready. You know what I mean? For whatever the future holds for me, for what God has planned for me. Like I said, you see me good. You see me free every day. You see me moving. You see me doing what I'm supposed to do. I got God with me, man. I know that much for a fact. I got God with me. Anything sent my way will be sent back your way in tenfold. You understand? So I'd be very careful what you do. Real talk. I'd be very careful what move you make. You understand? Because y'all ain't righteous and I am. That's the difference. You understand? So, like I said, everything I'm doing is right. I'm standing up to all the right people, like they said in the cartoon. He said, I think Batman is a swell guy. I think he's great. He said he's you-know-whatting all the right people, all the right criminals, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the thing, people. A lot of people is going to be on my side. Because, I mean, if you're righteous, you're going to be on my side. Like, what you mean? No, all this stuff needs to happen. We've been needing this. You folks don't do your job. You serve no purpose. Like I said, I'm calling for defunding of every corrupt department in this country. You're all corrupt, right? Real talk, defund them. They ain't got no reason to be making money. All that money should be coming to me. Real talk, you should defund them and use all that money that's my tax dollars to begin with. That's the only reason y'all have a job. And you should be paying me all that money back. Seriously. You should be using all that capital and money, defund them, and fund the Batman. Real talk, and I'll get way more done than them, one man. That's the truth. Especially if I have the budget and the money. Ooh. Oh, man, you know how much I could do? Real talk. You know how much I could do, partner? It's a ton, bro. I could change things so quick, it's unreal, bro, on a huge scale, too. I already have. Like, that's the thing. Imagine with money. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I mean, like I said, these folks like Dream and Raleigh Jones, and all them people, bro, Rustic, all them people, bro, they don't really want to see me win, man. They don't want to see me win, bro. They want to act like they cool. We ain't cool. We ain't never going to be cool. Like I said, no, they don't want to see me win. If they wanted to see me win, bro, you send me over $1,000 right now. That way you can get me on the road. I can go out to New Orleans right now and take a vacation and go check it out on my own. I don't care if I got to be on street, whatever I got to do. I at least, like, if I had a couple of $1,000, I at least could go to these other cities and, you know, check it out and see what's up there, you know what I mean? And be able to, you know, figure out how to make it there and make my next move. I could start working somewhere. I could find me a good job that I like. Like, that's the common sense thing. Like, everyone gets money and opportunity to build up their new life. Y'all haven't given me that yet. Nobody. You know what I mean? And I know Christina's going to. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? But we just have to still think about survival in the meanwhile right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, none of these folks support me. These folks didn't want to see me win. I wanted my own, bro. So let's see you do it. All y'all who talk every day. 16 in the box, I'm steady getting paid. You can't be serious, humble. Like, real talk. Steady getting paid. I steady make money every single day. Like I said, we're over 81 bucks. By today, I got to see where we're going to be at because I've been doing amazing views. So, I mean, like, if we can get over 90, like, as quick as possible and get over 100, get over this threshold, I got to create this check for this next month because it just has to be there. It needs to be there ready for me, right? It'll come on the 21st to 26th of next month if I can get over that $100 threshold. That's what we're trying to do. That's what all efforts are towards right now. And if we do that, that'll at least, you know, that way I know I got the money coming. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry as much. You know what I mean? Either way, I still got to survive in the meanwhile. And that's what I'm saying. These folks, they just don't want to do nothing. Like, there's things I have to get. Every day I got to spend money. I got to eat, bro. Like, what is y'all talking about? I train harder than Olympic athletes, bro. Like, Dream's eating, Rustic's eating, right? All these people eating. They send money to each other. They take care of each other. But when it come to me, y'all want a breadcrumb. Come on, dog. Don't sit there and act like y'all on my side or you my friend. Nah. Y'all is on the same stuff you've always been on. You know what I mean? Like, why send me anything? That's what I don't understand. Like, you got some kind of quiet desperation. Just like they all, like, in fear of the Batman. That's a fact. And they obsess. Like, it's hilarious, bro. Like, real talk, I got a bunch of obsessed people that have to pay me for my validation. And they don't even get it. Like, that's crazy, man. Y'all funny as hell. What are you talking about? Imagine you trying to tell me anything like y'all used to in the past. Well, why did you do this? How are you in a position to ask me a question? Wait, what? Like, every day, you're people who beg like the Woffords. All of you. The people who donate to me, they don't have any money. They can't afford a hot dog. Like, real talk. So where's the people who have money? That's what I want to know. How is it that people got motorcycles, dirt bikes, whatever? Like, I'm just saying, that's kind of weird, right? But you want to give me some broken down scooters with nothing, not electric, nothing, and a bike that can't. Like, I'm just saying, it just don't make no sense. It's like that's cool, thanks, you know? Like, I appreciate it, I guess, but it's like, it kind of just seems like it's that same persona, like, oh, here, like, take our stuff that's junk and we don't need it, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get that. Like, I'm not below you, bro. I'm way above y'all. Like, you gotta understand how much equity I own. You gotta understand how much money I've made and spent, bro. I've been through all the real grown man stuff. So that's the thing, like, I'm out here on the front lines. I live the real thing. I'm living the real life. I'm about that thug life for real. And these people are not real. You want to talk about it. It's crazy, bro. Because I'm the only one who walks in both worlds. Is a thug and a gangster and makes all the money. And spends it. So let's see you do that. Who's done that? Nobody. Nobody. Because it's not possible, pretty much. I do the impossible every day. It's impossible to walk in both worlds for real, and that's what I do. So, like I said, and I turned it into a whole organization, basically, at this point. This is my project. So, like I said, I don't really care how people feel. I don't care what they have to say. I'm not asking all them games. No, none of that will ever come. People don't play with me. And it is what it is, man. People all know what it is. Like I said, like, I mean, I just don't get it. Like I said, you've given me nowhere to turn. You thought you cornered me. That didn't work out for none of you at all. That was a huge mistake. You found out real quick, right? And, you know, you're not making any sense. I mean, like I said, I should have been able to go to that church thing and chill and eat and rest and be at peace. It's just like when I get there, they talk about, oh, well, you can sleep in because you just got here. It's your first day. And then, oh, it's 6 a.m, conveniently. Oh, get up and come do this. What do you mean? Like, why would I get up if you just told me, like, you literally just lied and said you brought me there so I could rest? Like I said, Miguel is nothing but a false prophet. All he does is lie. That's all he did. That's what he did in Kentucky. How you gonna do it once and then think I'm gonna fall for it again? That's hilarious, bro. I'm telling you, they was gonna start all their nonsense when we got to Kentucky. I already know it. Like, tell me straight up what it is. You're telling me to be straight up with you, but it's your responsibility to be straight up with me. Everything with y'all is devilish and backwards. Like, why don't you tell me straight up, like, we're not coming anywhere near your phone. You can run your business. That's what I need to hear. You understand? At the least, and it should be, here's $500 to $1,000 to replace what they threw my bag away with my laptop in it. I needed that laptop to do my content. There's channels I can't even get into right now that I could probably at this point be making money on. Like, you played with my money, my business, and you think that's okay and not personal? What? That's what all these folks say. They keep doing these things, playing with my money. I'm a grown man, but they say, oh, he can't do anything about it. Oh, he's supposed to just sit there and put up with it. You want to bet? You know who you talking to? Like, for real, homie? Like, are we serious? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people is really funny, bro. Like, real talk. And they be fronting and fronting and fronting. That's what they do. They want to play victim. Y'all ain't no victims. Y'all the ones who do this stuff. And you do it behind people's backs. It's some cowardly stuff. Like, I mean, I'm going to get mine no matter what. You feel me? I'm going to get mine the right way. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, homie. Like, these people really, like, they really be acting, bro. It'd be funny as hell, man. They be acting like when I say, like, I'm taking matters to court, right? So people be talking, acting like I have to take, I don't have to take matters to court. I'm going to win no matter what. I run the streets. See what I'm saying? Y'all ain't listening. Like, you really, really playing. Like you are funny, bro. Like, they act like when we get in court, like it's going to all be peaches and cream. I mean, I'm saying whenever, whoever, whatever, in any courtroom, bro, if I'm in a courtroom and you're in a courtroom, what you think, I'm going to be quiet? Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't even get what they think. Like, what do y'all really think that people can keep me acting anyway? Not at all. No, you in that courtroom with me. Like, real talk, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to be looking right at you. I don't do this acting, oh, we going to be quiet because we in court. No, see, that's y'all. Y'all do that. Y'all on that fake energy. Y'all the ones who's scared and shook all the time. Not me. Like, what? Like we don't know reality. And all of them knew. All of them knew what they was doing was wrong. All of them knew not to play around. And all y'all still did these things. Don't act talk with me, bro. Ever. Don't fake talk with me. Y'all know who I am, bro. You understand? Act like it. Real talk. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know what they talking about. I don't run to other people for my problems. I don't run to courtrooms for my problems. I don't have any problems. Ever. I win no matter what. Like, so what do you mean? Like I said, yeah, that was a mistake. Why would you do something like that? That wasn't anything to brag about, nor have you. I'm right here, man. Ain't nobody said nothing in front of me. Nobody. I'm a boss. Feel me? What people do, they do it behind my back when I'm not around. What is that? So like I said, it's just crazy, man. It'd be funny as hell. That's what I mean. I preserve and protect my peace, and I stay silent, man. Silence is powerful. Like, real talk, bro. You know what I mean? Silence is powerful. That was the whole point. Nah, y'all got companies having me go back in inboxes that y'all know what you doing for what? Like, nah, dude, I told you I'm done using that email. Like, nah, bro, there's a federal lawsuit going on. No, what that company did is you are tampering with my federal lawsuit. You understand? Nah, I have every right to tell you reality, bro. You understand? Y'all do your own research. Y'all should have been done, figured it out. You understand? And now you're a part of that federal lawsuit. So not only am I going to get you put out of business, guaranteed, but a lot of people are going to lose their jobs and probably go to prison. So what? Like, nah, I'm willing to say whatever and do whatever I need to do to make sure I get the result I need, bro. To make sure I get, you know, I'm walking karma to make sure I always get my man and I always get my result. Real talk, yeah. You got somebody who's independent and sovereign and does what y'all ain't got the heart to do, all y'all. That's reality. Okay? So, like I said, they got to have boardroom meetings and stuff and on how to deal with me. I'm affecting everything everywhere. Like, real talk. I got people actually shook. People actually know what it is with me. So what do you mean? I don't worry about nothing. Just like I never watched my back ever in my life. I told people that. You know why? Because I know who I am and I got God with me. You understand? I don't worry about nothing. What would there be to worry about? People know what it is with me. People know what it is. People know. People don't play with me. So what are you talking about? See, that's the difference, like when you these fake little poses like out here, or when you're the real thing. You understand? When you're the real thing, it's a little different. I got real power. You understand? So folks really feel this way. Yeah, I don't have to fake it. So it's just funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, we're going to keep on being independent and running this business. We're going to keep on doing what we do. And that's about it, man. Like I said, I just think folks is funny, bro. I mean, I can't wait to get released and put out, you know, all over the nation and all over these different cities and states. I can't wait, bro. Like, real talk, because I got a lot to say to all y'all. I got a lot that I want to do and say. Like, real talk, I can't wait to get active and busy in these streets. But not here. You know, we already did that. I want to take this elsewhere, bro. I want to be in, like, Boston. You know what I mean? New York, New Orleans. Like, bro, y'all have no idea. Y'all are not ready for me. I'm telling you right now, none of y'all are ready for me. That's the thing. Like, and they don't even understand, man. Like, all these regular folks, like you regular civilians and you little people that work for these companies, that's what you are, you little people. You don't understand, like it's just what it is. There's no patience involved, bro. I don't do no talking. Batman doesn't do no talking, bro. Batman doesn't come to play. Batman is what it is, and Batman shows up and shows out. Batman is all action. So, like I said, I can do my thing anywhere. The most that y'all can ever do is run to your corrupt system and complain and whine. That's the whole point of why when I'm active and I'm doing this for real on a whole nother level, it's already been real. But when I'm at the level I need to be and I got the budget and the millions of dollars and all this money, right, I'm going to be unideable. You ain't going to be able to see my face or nothing more than likely. You understand? Because I got to do God's will and God's work, and I'll be unideable. So, like, when people ask me, I'm going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, this happened in New York. I was in Boston. Here's the video proving it. See what I'm saying? Y'all have no idea, bro. Like, real talk, they'd be like, yeah, there was a Batman, and he just came out of the sky and soared down and did all this, and like, we think it's you because you're the one who did all that training, and you know, you got your channel. We'll prove it. Because I know how things work. And let me explain to y'all something about court that you don't know. Your courts is a system of injustice. It's corrupt and it doesn't work. And your system's very fragile and it's easy to get around. That's why folks are manipulating it every day and you do nothing about it, which is a crime. That's your job, to stop people from trying to manipulate the system. So the thing I know that you don't seem to get is that you have to prove something in court. And you have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you have an unideable Batman, if we think for a minute and use our minds, if you have an unideable Batman, that Batman can pretty much do anything he wants because you'll never know who it was because he's unideable. See the point? Is it getting scary yet? Are you starting to figure out what God's plan is? This is God's plan. You're the enemy of God. God is not y'all's friend. You're not God's people. Okay? God feels very strongly against you. Mm-hmm. So if you have an unideable Batman, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. And I'm going to still be running my channel probably and doing the same things I'm doing. So, I mean, what are you going to say? Well, it looks like him. I mean, play the video. Oh, that guy's got a full mask on. I can't see who that is. Oh, we think that's you. That's got to be you. Oh, I mean, you can think whatever you want, but can you prove it? No, right? Well, no, we can't. Okay, well, then that's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to go on about my business, and y'all call me when you figure it out. That's how your system is. It's a complete joke. It's been a joke. That's reality. See, now you're dealing with folks that is smarter than anyone you've ever dealt with. And like I said, I'm smarter than these criminals. Criminals get smarter, y'all get slower, and Batman gets smarter. And you need Batman to stop these criminals. It's that simple. There is no choice. This isn't up to you. Okay? You've already been superseded. You've been deemed irrelevant. You've been literally made unnecessary. We don't need any of you. You can quit your job. You can resign. You had your opportunity. You had all these years to do your job. You didn't do nothing. You thought your job was the opposite and you were against us. And now it is what it is. The truth is you've all been replaced. Sorry. Pack up your bags. Go find another job. We don't need you. We got a Batman. Seriously. So, like I said, I mean, folks can run their mouth, talk all they want. I'm not one of these people that just says hypothetical statements and it doesn't work. I'm telling you reality, bro. They can't do nothing to stop me. Nothing. They have no answer for me, and I can do and say whatever I want, and that's all I was after is pure freedom in my world. I'm a U.S. American citizen. I'm a Sneed. I'm Joseph Tyree Sneed the Fifth. Tell you straight up who I am. I don't hide and run from nothing and nobody, and I run this world. Yeah, I'm the mob, and we have real power, and we do what the hell we want with whatever, with whoever, concerning whatever and whoever. Feel that? And that's what I was going for. So no, I didn't make a mistake. I made it clear who I am. Okay, pumpkin. All right. So like I said, I'll be out here for a minute today. Anybody want to come see me? You want to come do the training? Come do the training. Any other nonsense is irrelevant. I don't care. So like I said, if you want to come out here and do my training, $25, actually $50 for a 30-minute session, $100 for an hour. All right. If you want to do that, holla. All right. I'm gonna probably do some videos. We may come back on a live stream in a minute. All right. I'll be right back. Woo-woo.